A review of our rules when multiplying and dividing by multiples of 100, or multiples of 10, so 10, 100, 1,000, and so on. So if we had 398 times 100, the important part to remember that 398 does have a decimal, even though we don't always write that decimal, and remembering that the decimal is at the very end of a number, right after the ones column. So we're going to multiply by 100, which means that decimal is going to move 2 place values because it's moving, there's 2 zeros in 100. So we're going to take that decimal and we're going to show 2 movements. So when I write my final answer, I'm going to keep my 398, but I've made 2 movements with the decimal, which means those 2 spots need to have placeholders and they need to have zeros. So I've moved my 398 to now become 39,800. And that decimal's right at the very end. If we had 4,629 decimal 2 times, let's say 1,000, we're now going to move that decimal 3 spots to the right. We're going to go once, twice, 3 times. And our new answer is going to be 46292. And a lot of you have said that the number stays the same, and I'll agree that the digits stay the same, but the number is very different because when we're multiplying by whole numbers, it's increasing. So again, there's 2 empty spots here, so I'm going to fill those with zeros, and my decimal has now moved to the end. And a quick double check, my decimal started here, and it went once, twice, a 3rd time. Dividing is just the complete opposite. So if we had 398 divided by 100, we're going to take that decimal that's at the end and we're going to move left 2 spots. So my new answer is 3.98. And let's do 46.2 divided by 10. So we're only going to move that decimal once to the left, and that becomes 4.62. So not only is this just a quick mental math way of being able to move the decimal left or right by how many zeros there are, we've also are using it when we do our conversions, knowing that each step that we take, whether we have to go from kilometers down to meters or down to centimeters or up from centimeters to meters, each step is a value of 10. So if I have to take 2 steps, that's 10 times 10, which is 100, which means we know we're moving the decimal twice. What if we don't have any whole numbers and we are just starting with a decimal? And let's see, our answer or our question was 2.36 divided by 100. We're still going to move that decimal twice to the left, once, twice. And again, I have an empty loop, so I'm going to fill it with 0. My new answer is 0.0036. And if that same question had been times 100, we would have moved twice to the right, and our new answer just becomes 36.0 if you like, or just 36.